my perspective on Enki and Enoch the Ethiopian. Enki sounds like Ankh, not in the general pronunciation that people use, but I will say in the African pronunciation or the ancient pronunciation in a Semitic or Cushitic language. Enki you will say it Nki, and Ankh you will say Ankh. So it is very similar, and it's not only an assonance. So I believe that the powerful symbol of the Ankh is actually coming from Enki. And why Enki? That's because he is, let's say, one of the most harmonious, entity that we know when it comes to loving women. And we know that the Ankh is about the female principle and the male principle, and so on and so forth. So it's the union of the two, and Enki really loves women. The love of Enki for women is a deep love. It's a real appreciation for them. So it's a very natural way of loving them, really. Well, we're not gonna go into what love is, or if true love really exists, because it's such an abused word that we don't really know what love is. But anyway, when it comes to him and having that chemistry, let's call it chemistry, only chemistry. When it comes to him and having that chemistry and that appreciation for females, he's on top of it. You will call it like a nowadays player, but not a nowadays player that is abusive. His way with women is also gentle. So higher being, really. Higher being. But anyway, this is Enki. And of course, behind the symbol of the Enki, there must be women also. It's not just Enki, I believe. That symbol must have been created from both sides. Both sides, whether is Enki side of masculine and feminine energy, or both sides, as in Enki and some other women that they built this. But anyway, so yeah, this is Enki. And regarding Enoch the Ethiopian, regarding Enoch the Ethiopian, Enoch the Ethiopian is actually, I don't think I have to say this then. Regarding Enoch the Ethiopian, Enoch is actually, again with the pronunciation, it's Anuk, because Enoch is not how you pronounce Enoch in our language. It's Enoch. Enoch, I guarantee you, sounds like Hanuk. Hanuk is another name for the Anunnaki. So why then his name was synonymous of Anunnaki or Anuk? Not synonymous, but the actual name of the Anunnaki phonetically. And I will say, because the story of Enoch the Ethiopian, he was taken in a whirlwind, so a spaceship. If you go by the ancient Ethiopic text of the figure of concerning the figure of Enoch. Also biblically have the chariots of the Most High are thousands upon thousands in number, and they basically this guy that has clouds. So Enoch was taken in a whirlwind in a spaceship. That is what's up, and that's because he was a righteous man. So he was taken by the Anunnaki, really, most likely. So this is the reality. But his name in our language would be Enoch, like Anuk. And I would say he was re-baptized there. I'm sure he had a different name, but because he was deemed worthy of being with the Anunnaki, with the higher gods, as you know, we might say, but it's not that they're higher gods. It's just that they just a more advanced species, right? But yeah, he was rebaptized that. Don't know about his original name, but you know, Enoch was given unto him, and that's an Anunnaki name. So yeah, this is what I found out based on the linguistic and, you know, I guess my spiritual eye.